question 3.2.3, calculate the coordinates of D. So bear in mind we have the gradient of RS, we have the gradient of PT, and we also have the angle of inclination, which is theta, to be 63.43 degrees. So D, on the other hand, we have every single bit of information to work out the linear equation for the line RS, because we have the gradient, we have 2 points. So ideally D here would just basically be our y-intercept for that line. So in order for us to get that, the one way we can do this is we can say, okay, let's work out the equation of the line, and that would basically be our C value. So let's go ahead and do that. That's the one way. Y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus x1. Alternatively, you could use y is equals to mx plus c and then sub in a point. It will give you the exact same value. So here I'm going to use the point 3 and 5. So y minus 5 is equals to 2 into x minus 3. And thereafter, once we go ahead and sub in these values, we get y is equals to 2x minus 1. And that tells us automatically that this is our C value, what we were looking for, right? Because y is equals to mx plus c. So therefore, if c is equals to minus 1, therefore the coordinates of D is equals to 0 and minus 1. So we could have used the other coordinates, or we get exactly the same value, and that is in proportion because it is a negative y value. So therefore D here, which is the y-intercept, is 0 and minus 1. Alternatively, what we could have also done is we could have said that the line RS, the gradient of RS is equals to the gradient of RD, which is equals to the gradient of DS. So we could have used gradient to work this out by actually working out our unknowns. So we could have ended up with where only the y was unknown, because here, as you can see, if D lies on the y-axis, its x value would be 0. So we could have done equated 3 different equations for gradient, because we have the entire gradient of RS, which is 2. We split that entire line into 2 parts, RD and DS. We have one coordinate each, and we have that 0. So our only unknown would have been y, and that is that alternative approach. But you should come to an answer of 0 and minus 1.